Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: online daters. What are some of the most unattractive stuff people put in their bios? Don't be boring. Just ask. Just ask was always an instant no from me. Plenty of other people provide some kind of info to go on, so why would I choose the low effort profile? And you know they'll never message back. Just ask. I'm an open book. Messages. What do you do for work? I don't like talking about work. Where did you grow up? Are you implying I'm not from here? What's your favorite food? French fries. Okay, I'm trying here and you're giving me nothing. Edit, talking about just ask profiles here. If someone has more details I will gladly ask them more in-depth questions about them. But I really do like French fries. I asked a girl once if she wanted to go get some McDonald's nuggets. She got all I do not support that kind of unhealthy food in a condescending way. I was happy I at least got a reply since the vast majority just ignore, so I gave her credit for that. But on the other hand your profile picture is you at McDonald's. At least throw me a bone for actually paying attention to your profile. Nothing puts me off somebody quicker than being the one who asks all the questions. If I ask something, give me an answer, and maybe follow up with a return question. If not, at least have an answer that leaves room for more questions. I remember talking to a girl for a few weeks who gave nothing but one-word answers and I eventually took the hint and just fizzled it out, after which she asked if I liked her because she really likes me and wondered why I'd gone so quiet. Like how the fuck did you feel any kind of connection from that? I thought you were giving me the cold shoulder on purpose. Edit. People asking why it even lasted that long. We kind of knew each other from school but not in a romantic way, so I think that prior connection carried it a bit, but trying to actually get to know her was like getting blood from a stone. It wasn't on a dating app, we were texting because we'd crossed paths on a night out. Entertain me. A variation on this is something like don't be boring / have good chat. Now, I get that sentiment, and it's good advice. But isn't being boring extremely relative? A good chat to me might involve all sorts of things. In fact, we could be talking about knitting for all I know, and in some versions I could be entirely bored by the conversation and other times I would be super interested. So my point is, being boring is very personal. Almost by definition, being boring or not is the whole point of matching and chatting to someone. You're literally figuring out if you enjoy talking about the same things. In general, people put negatives about things they are bad at. So don't be boring equals I'm bad at conversation, I'll need you to carry it. It's also just a no shit sort of thing. Like nobody is intentionally trying to bore you. No one is going to read don't be boring and go oh gosh well I better hit my interesting switch so I can single-handedly carry this conversation. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, Commander of the Armies of the North, General of the Felix Legions and loyal servant to the true Emperor, Marcus Aurelius. Father to a murdered son. Husband to a murdered wife. And I will have my vengeance, in this life or the next. When every picture on their profile is filtered. You do realize I'll be meeting you as unfiltered, right? They'll actually be coming in costume. You walk into a fancy Italian restaurant. The maitre d' greets you. You look across the sea of tables, and there, in the back of the restaurant, sitting alone, sipping on a glass of Chardonnay, is your date, the filly Arctic. When they announce how bad they are and get away with doing bad stuff as if it's meant to impress us. Hard pass, those are usually the ones with no regrets for their wrongdoings. Fuck you, Charlie. Yeah, fuck Charlie. I'm a bitch. Anyone who says they are sassy or blunt in their profile just hasn't come to terms with the fact they're rude lol. I'm only here because my friends made me make an account. My daughter set up this account for me. My cat walked on my keyboard, and here we are. Or the classic I guess this is what I've resorted to. Online dating. Thanks for joining the plebeians to see how we live, I guess. / You'll never be like common people. Removed. I heard a rumor my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, was active on dating sites so I reactivated my profile, put that I was in a relationship and tried swiping to see if she was there. She was but I didn't find her, my wife found her because she had her preference set to women. Edit, this was years ago, and it was not traumatic. Please stop reporting to Reddit that I'm going through a crisis. They're emailing me 24/7 crisis hotline numbers. Did you switch your preference to women too? Drama queen. How have you lived this long and not figured out that's a bad thing? It just means I'm emotionally immature and unstable. I'm making excuses for my bad behavior in advance. Their only photo is a group photo, with no indication of which one they are. It's the least attractive one in the group. I guarantee it. The one way in the background facing away from the camera. This isn't the worst thing in the world, but something I'm always bewildered by, some variation of. Hi, I'm back again, hopefully this time it will work out. This isn't conventional social media with followers. Or banned from Tinder, so now I'm here lol. Saw one of those in the wild recently. It only created 2 questions in my head. Asterisk why? Asterisk how far do I need to run? Edit, even if you are banned for a nothing reason, putting it in your bio for other apps is bad for 2 reasons. Asterisk this app is your secondary backup, don't want to be here. Asterisk the assumption is the ban was for a correct reason. I actually read this once and laughed out loud. You gotta be the one to chat with me first, cause I'm not gonna do it. And if you even try hi or hello, I'ma block you so fast. To this day I fear for the person who might actually fall for her. Such a piece of work. Edit, people keep bringing up the difference in male/female experience on dating sites, so I'd like to add that this was on the lesbian side of Tinder. I saw a girl's profile that said, "You better message me first" in Bumble. For those who don't know, Bumble does not let men message first. I was on Bumble in its early days, and just over half the women I matched with would, after a week or more of nothing, message me something along the lines of, "Why haven't you messaged me yet?" Or "Not a great first impression if we match and you ignore me." First couple I tried to explain, "I can't message you until you message first, that's the point of the app." Since it was a new app and maybe they weren't clear, but they did not like that response, so after that I just unmatched everyone who sent me that stuff. Not worth the trouble. People that spend the majority / all of their profile describing what they do not want. Immediate downer vibes. Edit, to those defending their downer lists, I get it, we all have stuff we don't want. Thing is, you can frame your profile to describe what you want while still implying what you don't want. I like kind and spontaneous people instead of I don't like mean or boring people. Passionate people with a plan who get things done instead of don't be a procrastinating loser with no drive. Fellow gymaholics desired. Instead of please don't be fat and lazy. Active lifestyle hikers / clubbers / travelers / etc. who can't wait to leave the house. Instead of Netflix and chill is so boring. Focusing exclusively on what you don't want teaches me almost nothing about you besides all the stuff that grinds your gears. It's also a red flag that you're judgmental and negative. Focusing on what you want tells me both what you're into, and also most likely what you're not into. Immediate downer vibes. On that note, good vibes only. Anything that says don't. If you. Most of these contain some superficial trait IMO. Don't dead if you open inside. Date if you want good health. Fluent in sarcasm. Osh, that just made me exhale loudly in disgust. Like sometimes I can jive with those people, but a lot of times they really just mean I say mean things and act like a pouty asshole and attribute it to sarcasm, and those are the ones I don't fuck with. This long laundry list of requirements in a partner with no mention of what they are going to be bringing to the relationship. This is one of the worst. It doesn't matter if I think I tick your boxes. Look for that when you swipe. Tell me about you so that I know if you tick my boxes. Putting their own requirement gives off the vibe that they are very self-entitled and expect people to do the work for them. Message me on, insert other social media here. I don't use this app. Listening off the most basic stuff, i.e. I like tacos, margs and adventure. Having all group photos. Giving requirements. Stuff like height, weight and number of tattoos. Adventure. Here's the 3 pictures I took when I went hiking one time 5 years ago. Everyone on social media is obsessed with hiking, except for the part where they hike. I'm 6'2" and back out when there's height requirements. Tells me she's going to be demanding. Plus, I didn't grow to these lofty heights to be ordered around by some 5'2" gremlin lady. My personal favorite is when you come across multiple profiles with the same profile pic but they are all in different locations. Fuck wizards. If you can't handle her while she's teleporting, you don't deserve her while she's not teleporting. Don't waste my time. Follow me on Instagram and message me there because I'm hardly on here. That screams I want more followers and don't take dating seriously. If you were more serious, you'd be more active online. Just here for the law because my type of woman: natural charisma, unconventional, educated, self-aware, good heart, sense of humor, has a mind of her own and doesn't have a stick up her bum, would never join Tinder. Wondering if that sentence has ever been successful. I know so many women who fit that description, do go on Tinder, and left swipe on that guy so hard they nearly drop their phones. Left swiped so hard he gets whiplash by voodoo. That's probably the most neckbeard thing I've ever read. I grew a neckbeard just from reading it.